right back.
God, he's terrifying, isn't he? Such an imposing character, but fully blind. This is where Device would love to capitalize, but they do manage to fall away. Second flash. Again, they still stand, and they overwhelm. Simple is doing exactly what you expect him to do on these scenarios. Huge impact, 3 kills, and he might just get a 4th.
Got a good feeling Magis might not be living too much longer. Dupree's so low as well. Magis would just likely wants to keep hold of his Kevlar vest at this point. Bomb's already down. He's heading up short. Oh, he's mussed that one up. So now very vulnerable to a Boomich hunt, and this Glock should have the advantage close quarters, but Magis does well. Electronic closing the gap as well. They want to take this Kevlar vest, and the flank is there. Now they can push from doors. That's exactly what they wanted. There's only one man left, and he's got 94 Kevlar he'd be liking to bring into the next round.
Simple's chasing him, might be able to take him on out, and that would be good to make them have to reinvest going into round number 2 in that Kevlar, but the footsteps have been heard. Dupree's on high alert, and the bomb will go off. So don't think we'll be finding any more kills within round number 1, but a quick little stat I want to be bringing in for the Pro League. Astralis, in their 5 maps played on Dust2, on the CT side, have the highest opening kill percentage, right? Percentage of rounds where the team won the opening duel on the CT side, 67%. And that was one of those rounds right there where they found the opening and they didn't convert.
While we're exchanging stats, Simple has been the best pistol player of the event so far. He's averaging over 1.5 kills per T-side pistol. He just doubled that in our T-side pistol here for NaVi. So statistics and Simple as consistent as ever.
Straight out long. Deagle's out for the CTs, do have nades, bit of armor behind it. Oh, there's a tag. Gonna find Boomich. That's a good start, but...
AK as well.
Was it?
Is it? That was a rifle? Okay, well, Boomich has potentially left something quite tantalizing over towards those doors. It looks like maybe Magus might feel bold enough to go have a search for it.
Yeah, I don't know if Flamey can contest it. He just can't afford to, so this will be quite a prized possession being equipped. Unless Boomich threw it out of the map. Nope, there it is. Ladies and gentlemen, a Vulcan as well.
He's got the head armor, Magus, so that's the best player to have this going up against those MAC-10s on the other side of things. Simple with the AK for NaVi. Oh, this is a difficult duel. Glaive is favored close doors with that 5-7, but okay, Simple just swings across, spams him through and takes him down, equalizing 4v4.
You're just gonna hear Perfecto trying to garner some attention.
Mid-smoke too. That's going to get him off the box. He's got a lot to deal with here, and NaVi are playing with their food. Smoke starting to be deployed towards A. Magis tucking in towards the ramp. Does feel like a short hit. In fact, Molly flushing the site. No one's home. Magis, a lot to do. Catches a glimpse of Perfecto. 3 of them advancing, though. He has to make it clean into the first, and he has. But now it's a flamey Mag-10 that gets the better of him. No helmet, so as soon as those bullets start to channel into the head, he converts it now dead. 2 to NaVi.
Yeah, time to back out from that. Remind me, Chad, did Magus actually have the head armor there?
Yeah, he did.
He was the only one.
He had a helmet?
How the hell did Flamey rip through that? It looked like he didn't. It was so swift. But for now, though, this is going to be what it is. 2-0 start for NaVi. I don't want to say comfortable. That little long pickup was, it started to feel a bit like, oh, okay, there's a little bit of danger here, but instantly responded to. And again, someone like Simple, happily going to bail them out of any tricky spot at the start there.
Well, they're able to recover both of these AKs here, NaVi. So the problem at the beginning of the round with Boomich getting taken down to Esatag's Deagle, it doesn't matter. 2 rounds posted on the board. What will be saved across is a Scout, a 5-7, and a Deagle. That 5-7 will be dropped across to Glaive. Do we want to see a reinvestment from Esatag or Magus potentially into those P250s, or are they happy to apply into round number 3 with the USPs? Now, this is a big kill from Simple, because if they wanted to patrol out the mid doors and Glaive was playing close with that 5-7, it's a very, very deadly weapon for those close ranges. 20 bullets, being able to spam it away, find yourself a kill, maybe even 2.
Yeah, I think we're in for some really close and intense rounds today, actually. It's interesting enough. SEO, our stats man, has pumped another one into the veins. The best team in 5v4 win percentage, playing the second best team in 5v4 win percentage. Or rather, 4 versus 5 win percentage. So NaVi the best at overcoming a deficit, no surprises there, and Astralis the best at converting an early round lead. Makes a lot of sense. Very interesting. So to see these two clashing in terms of converting an opening and overcoming an opening, NaVi Astralis clashing today does definitely set the stage for some interesting Counter-Strike. So a big shout out to SEO for digging into that one. Now we're into our 3rd round. Take a look at the Astralis buy here. This is nothing other than a device scout, which has already connected into Simple's chest cavity.
It's a couple of pistols to back it up, but it really isn't much to write home about. And with Device now being tagged, he might feel a little less proactive on this. And they're creeping close. This could get very scary very soon, but Simple being removed creates opportunity, and that's going to be a bit of vision now caught. Essetag going to try and get involved.
Yeah, just trying to keep them suppressed. Electronics not interested nor impressed. Boomich, Perfecto, all filling the feed. It is just dupreeh and Magisk. Desert Eagles in a dream. Well, it's fine. Magisk on that short hunt, and now it's the armored dupreeh. Does connect, but Electronic there for the trade. Double kill for Electronic. We'll be keeping our eyes on him as he continues into this game. I was very impressed just to see. It was a conversation actually Launders started in that POV review, which is something I find very interesting. The idea of his aim not being the type of aim that people will immediately, assume is a stylish player, a talented player, because he requires such little adjustment from his crosshair's initial placement. And those snaps are so swift that it can be easy to... he makes it look easy, for lack of a better summary.
Well,
Pushing the doors.
AWP is out for Device here.
It's going.
This room that Simple's been able to take, and that's applied a lot of pressure. And an opening kill, that's over towards Long. The AWP is down.
Damn, Flamey. He goes toes to toes with Device, and let's not forget, Device was so influential in that Dust2 game against mousesports. He was locking down Long, he was floating.
Oh, damn. This is a good-looking NaVi, right?
This is scary.
Like this is boys are on point. Flamey down towards the pit. Boomich feeling confident enough to walk through. Essetag is none the wiser. Let's Flamey deal with it. This is comfort.
Extinguishing that molly puts Essetag in such an awkward position. He wants to look long, but that molly was supposed to buy him the time to have that look. Boomich removes that opportunity, and the punish is there. Flamey gets a free frag as Essetag is stuck in limbo between the two sites, or the two angles of approach. Bomb likely to be planted here. Nothing again. I can't believe I'm saying it again, Chad. Nothing for Astralis to do.
Yeah, it's safe. So the percentage Counter-Strike, we're going to see it coming on very, very early. We talked about this yesterday during that mousesports game, that a map like this becomes save dependent. You get locked out of bomb sites, there's no way back in, number disadvantage, no utility to work with. And they're actually cottoning off towards T-spawn to take away the amount of room that Astralis are able to save in. So if Flamey wants to patrol forward, Magisk is waiting. He wants to hold on to that M4, let me tell you. Does Flamey want to cross this line drawn in the sand, or will he just hold back? Because the bank hasn't been built just yet for NaVi. Still early stages. Win bonus will be coming on through as the bomb detonates. Getting closer and closer now. Flamey, he'll take down Magisk, and that's a big frag to find, because as you take a look, the bottom left-hand side of the screen, you can see the max loss bonus is now in play for Astralis. If they had saved an extra rifle, maybe they could justify a buy, because 2 guns could have been dropped across. That might have meant that if Scout comes out on a mission with a pistol or an SMG, and Astralis could have looked to have played on into round number 5. But now...
these individual duels are a testament as well to what we've been talking about, that the general level of Counter-Strike does seem to really have leveled out. Like, I thought this pandemic could have led to a lot of players losing their mojo, but it does seem to have had quite the opposite effect. Simple, onto Magisk on the opening. Again, Astralis kicked into the dirt before they could start this round properly. Glaive doesn't even get into Long. Trying to tuck himself down the ramp, Electronic beheads him, and again, an all too familiar scenario for Astralis presents itself. Fight, lose everything, or save.
They're going to try and do the best they can, because dupreeh is trapped at this point. He has a smoke in case he gets Molotoved out of position. And there's a bunch of those in play right now, a total of 4. But will Simple just clear this? Because if he does...
he's got to, right? Simple doesn't not check on things, but dupreeh does well. Smoke going to be forced in to handle the molly, and he gets a second of freedom-ish. Helped out by Essetag, but he can't escape. He still can't leave that position. Device is coming through, but have a little look at Boomich.
Yeah, so the Boomich Device bank battle is going to be a very interesting one. If Boomich has a little look mid, it's all about timing here. dupreeh trying to escape the car, and I think he has managed to do so. Boomich could lose his head here. Device is spotted. And now all onto Essetag. There were moments there where it looked good. dupreeh from the grave does catch Flamey with a little topspin on the HE. So now Essetag presented an impossible task. Boomich from short, 2 from long. If he can use that smoke to his advantage, he can perhaps catch them by surprise. Surely they're ready for it, though. Electronic, he's no stranger to the smoke play.
No one's watching this right now. Perfecto's just looking towards the ramp as the bomb goes down, so crisis averted. But Essetag can still do damage. Perfecto and Electronic, Deagle is very deadly to their HPs at the moment. Oh,
he's been spotted.
Hey, we know where you are now.
Yeah, and that should be Electronic's frag. God, he hit the shot, though. Not quite in the shoulder blades. It's going to be Electronic with 5 HP, finding his 7th. He's 7-1 right now. We put him as our player to watch in the Epics GG cards.
Is this Do we hear the music?
No music,
Okay.
and there's typing. And normally what that means is a little bit of a technical rush. Is there any issues down there server side?
It's all looking clear today. We just have a small issue, and it should be solved pretty quick, though, I think.
All right, thank you, Rush. Keep
No
up the good
worries.
work down there patrolling in the server.
I actually saw him with one of those, you know, those rolling meter sticks?
Yeah.
He was actually just measuring the car park. I don't know why.
Okay.
Just walking around, click, 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 click.
All right, well.
Rush, you any reason, like, why were you doing that? Checking the conditions? Or?
Just checking the length between pit and A site, just to see if you can hit that one-shot AK-47 with perfect accuracy, but it's at that range, it falls off a little bit.
CSGO logo on the football as well. That's a crazy cool Easter egg. Wowzers, trousers.
Easter eggs used to be real good. I remember flying into like walls, like these crazy rooms you could go into and stuff that were built in maps.
I think there was if you got out of the map vacant in Call of Duty 4, there was a picture of a goat.
A goat?
Like a random clip art goat in the center of the map's floor.
I miss a little of that. Like, I like shout outs to the map designers. They're on the original Dust as well, if I'm not mistaken. They used to have a little Smarties tube that had his face at the end.
A Smarties tube? I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Smarties tube.
There was, everyone, CPL Mill.
Yeah.
Was a map when you would go up, I guess it was A long, I guess is probably the name for it if we weren't going to call it this, but there was a big billboard at the top of the ramp and it would change. And one of this was a picture of a cat. So we called it Kitty.
That's
that was the name of the bit. Yeah, you know, it really helped out with the positioning right there.
Kitty.
Now we're going to get the buy underway. I want to see if dupreeh wants to buy into the secondary AWP this early. They're yet to get around on the board, but he has enough money to purchase on in and go with device. It will be the double AWPs coming out. So at this point, we need to keep our eyes on the spawns. They might start playing spawn-based CS. You can see device now looking towards middle, dupreeh potentially doing the same. And they're actually going to rock the double AWPs both over towards the B side.
Electronic's going long doors. I wonder if he's going for something fast. Could be a fight. He does jump out. He's gobbled his own flashbang, but across the blue bin. Molly coming in imminently. Failed it. He's got time. He's got room to maneuver now. The flashbangs are coming out. He throws another of his own design. He's looking to cancel this, I think. Draws a Molly, draws the bullets, flames and everything. That's the end of Electronic. Astralis off to the start they need, but do not forget, NaVi are the best team in Pro League at overcoming a 4v5.
Now those double AWPs are going to be tested. dupreeh on one, Device on the other. Device is in a very precarious spot, especially with Simple on the other side. Device tries to fade into the smoke, and Boomich just doesn't let him. Claws him back. As Simple now begins his journey, but Glaive. Oh, Glaive, that's very bold. He's down to 2 HP, and Boomich just laughs at him. Sitting pretty, but there's only 3 of the T's left.
They go B. There's 3A. You're bang on, Lauren. This gets disastrous if dupreeh doesn't have one of his dupreeh AWPing moments. Oh, perfecto. Caught with a pin in his hands, and now another knocked off his pins. Flamey gone. Just Boomich. Chance. Minimal now. dupreeh can duck his head, and he has the Molotov. Timing's everything. Okay, survival. Should be dupreeh. Finishes it off, gets away, scarf-free.
Okay, so one thing to note there is why maybe NaVi were a little bit more lackadaisical in their approach towards the B site. Could have been the fact that an AWPer had
a run boost. Could get spicy here. Okie dokie, not ideal, just going anyway. No one was actively holding its device, going for a passive line here. He's hoping to catch the rifler less so than the AWPer. He's not interested in fighting Simple. He wants to win the round.
Oh, it's given a second for those smokes to go up. They have crossed the site, so Simple, always going to be a danger. A touch of damage from the Molotov, but Perfecto's up there. He could have done with that being clean. It does happen, but it's a 2-for-1 trade out. Now it's just Simple and 30 HP. Recovers the bomb. dupreeh says goodnight. Not going to happen today. They've quelled that initial threat.
Going to be jumping into Skybox here just to highlight one of these situations over towards Long. Now look at this. The play comes on through and you have your riflers, Glaive up close and ESL as well supporting. But the man that I want to focus on here is Device, who's the safety net. He's tucked in towards the car to watch the line. So you can see that the riflers, if they bloodlust around the corner to take out the riflers, the safety net of Device is here. He's a little bit tucked on in, you know, shouldn't be getting flashed up as much. And holding a line like this, he's able to protect ESL and Glaive.
Perfect. And it's
still have a lot of utility to work with. Aggression can follow on through. Electronic.
We've stopped seeing so many AWPers go for that early peak boosted into the lower tunnels. Device catches a lot of flack from Electronic there. Unwilling to go around the corner. He knows he's often got a partner in crime. He's not wrong to assume so. Magisk with the AUG weapon we've been expecting to see find more play as players have given more time to it, more attention as well. That Molly will force Magisk off. Still a 5-on-5 here, Lauren, but with 1 minute, there's absolutely no need for a commitment yet from NaVi.
You bang on. Now, we have seen those long takes working out, and they got answered eventually by Astralis. I want to see what the next look from NaVi is. Obviously, the timeout just came through, so a plan in mind. A little bit of a late take towards long from two of them. Device is still
long.
here, yeah.
Scary stuff. You have no idea if anyone's playing close.
Focus on ENCE if they come out long here.
Yeah, re-smoke, I like that. That's going to maybe upset the timing if they did want to maybe crunch on short as well, but NaVi prepared to take a pause for thought. Magus getting a little curious, and
Nice.
Curiosity killed the cat and Magus apparently. Flamey still being held off. They haven't been able to get the additional player there, but it doesn't matter.
Playing
They've won out.
retake. Yeah, they're playing retake. That one kill was all it took, and it was just faffing around the smokes. Bomb should go down now. They've got full access to A. Glaive and Dupree are pulling up their socks for the rotate. Simple's there to house them. And ENCE starting his walk up. What can he do to contest this? Flash. Electronic gobbles it up. They're up the ramp. This has been previously very strong for Astralis. We saw their retakes working wonders, but Simple was supposed to be the flank, supposed to seal the deal. It's Electronic that steps up to the plate, though. Knocks another two heads off and hunting. Dupree not going to go down easy, though, with the USP catching the greed. And it does seem like it will be Navi's round, but preserving those double orbs would be...
Shadow.
Oh, the Shadow.
Oh.
He knows there's another considering it. Boomage. Oh, okay. He watched it in a Shadow theater, but he knew it was coming. His impending doom sealed. We do see an AWP and an AUG preserved for NaVi.
And that's important because Dupree has 5,400 left over. He could buy the AWP, but he's going to either be lacking armor or utility. We'll have to pick his poison going into the following rounds. And we also need to keep in mind that Device has 4.1. He can drop across a rifle. ENCE can buy himself. Glaive could get a FAMAS up, and Magus could take that dropped rifle from Device. So a full buy is possible for Astralis, but they always seem to be the team who likes to have all the goodies. There's not many of them out there who still will perform in these half-buy manners, try and make that one-saved rifle work. Teams are scrapping together buys with MP9s, making it all go. That's Boomage, that's a big kill.
So I'm seeing at least 3 setups there. It could very well be the same setup that's been working for NaVi the entirety of the season. Flamey, Perfecto, and Boomage.
Okay, so Glaive's actually gone for the M4, which means no utility. That is a key note here. Won't have any smokes, molotovs, flashes, or HEs to assist his team. One defuse kit in play, and that'll be with Magus.
It was impressive to see just how effective Perfecto was with that frag on the Tech 9 there.
Oh, look at this lean. They're doing a 4-man long lean. Dupree's the only one over towards the B side of the map.
Oh,
He's already gone down.
They have no idea. So this is going to be very interesting. Watch those blue dots right now, top left of your screens. You'll be able to identify exactly how the Astralis machine looks to retake what is half of the map. A smoke doors. Simple thinks he's read it, and he's right to do so. Look at this from Perfecto. So much space being denied here. If he gets across, he can really make a nightmare for Magus. Oh, I think he's been
Needs to
spotted.
smoke doors for them, though.
He does. This could really get problematic. They're tucking in. Simple likely want to take that fight first. Boomage really tucked in. Now the smoke, the spray. It reveals there's 2 already outside the doors. But Astralis, they know how difficult retaking on this site is. Another quick shot from Device.
Ooh. They might consider it now. I know we can see them tucking all the way back, but the bomb's yet to get planted. Oh, they're really just going to go for a save here. I thought that they might want to try and standard fight.
Can we bring up the round recap as they save? Because I want to see... Oh, we can't show them that. We can't show how many people were alive when they lost the round.
Oh, I can tell you, though.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. Let me bring up my...
That would be the next graphic progression, wouldn't
Be nice.
Yeah, the technology's probably there.
it? I don't know. Valve's API isn't particularly...
What do we
Alright.
want to see exactly? How many survived for
Astralis in all these rounds
so
they've lost.
From in the rounds they lost, they saved 1 individual on the pistol round. In round 2, 2 of them stayed alive with upgraded weapons. In round 4, 1 of them stayed alive. They won round 6 and 7. It was 4 and 3 players. Bob's your uncle in the rounds. Be down to the pistols here, and Astralis have a very, very good opportunity to get up to 5. Remember, they are starting as a advantage, and now NaVi operating with a 1-man disadvantage. That was the Deagle. Everybody else just onto these. Continue to siphon it through. Boomage has got it now. It should just be a matter of time until NaVi are whittled on down across the map. Last 3 members all over towards the mid-door side of things, up towards Catwalk they mantle. And that's just Glaive over towards A-ramp with Device in tow. So I wouldn't be expecting too much from NaVi here, especially now that the Danger Man Simple is out of the round.
And Device doesn't miss. Neither does Glaive. Clean as you like. Not a single point of damage dealt to the Danes. And so, starting this late resurgence in our first half of our grand final here, it's NaVi's pick, Dust2, and it did lens. I think he gave some of those away at one point. That was really cool. But Electronics off towards the double doors, and those flashes certainly indicating there's some early presence. Forces out a nade, make it 2, down to 35 in the sound queue, confirming that these could have been very lethal. dupreeh not going to be hit by the flash. He does hit Boomich. ESC finishing him off with one across the bow. Flamey as well, keeping things level. dupreeh not done. He is now. Simple confirms that NaVi have the advantage. And dupreeh and Device to duke it out. Long lost. Smokes for the cross.
Yeah, I'm looking at Device. What is his timing like? He just gets there. I'm not sure if he's going to have a chance on Simple, but Glaive does. Managed to stay alive on that 48 HP. Taking down Simple is always going to be a tall task, but he does it. Now Perfecto. Last one alive as Magisk already made presence noted on Long. Now the noose gets a little tighter as Perfecto has to look left, has to look right. Still very aware of where these players were. Down he goes, and Astralis make it to 6. It looks much more agreeable here.
Yeah, it certainly does.
So the money right now for that of NaVi going into the final round of play is hovering just around that 3K mark. Electronic has the most. They can get an AK with head armor. The rest could be down to Galils or pistols with utility behind it. But it was looking like an 8-7 considering how this one has been tracking. And one of the key notes here is the double AWPs that Astralis brought out early. That's where they started to find a bit of success with some of their picks. And now it's the rifles doing a lot of work.
Didn't look like it was on him, but he's trimmed the fingernails of Magisk. Magisk, that's the one.
Oh. Okay. Opportunity gone missing there. Splashing over top mid. dupreeh.
Oh.
He's gone down.
Again, Perfecto with the impact frags. Win you around. He's done it twice now. First, he caught them on the A short fight. This time, he's opened up with a frag onto an AWP. That's a $500 pistol. Ooh, and that's Glaive. In-game lead up. Sight.
They've done him. Glaive was instantly leaning us down to ESC. The newer man having to deal with all the in. They're safe as well. This is lovely work from NaVi.
Yeah, that's exactly how. Guaranteed just yet. Glaive low. Suddenly thrown down the gauntlet with their string of rounds at the end of that first half.
Double nades here for Boomich and Perfecto, but they're not paired up. So I'm going to be curious to see how they use these. Flashed off middle. Short control being taken. Simple kept on notice.
Ooh, I like that little play back in then, but it does get met by sheer violence. dupreeh going to take down Electronic, and the push then comes in. Oh, how far do they go on this? Oh, now there's suddenly a problem. You've got players left, right, and right behind you. Simple somehow stayed alive during all of this, but the T's are going to get across.
Yeah, this is brutal. 4 of them are now on the A side, getting peppered. They're peeking from every angle. Just chipping away at your health. Gross, nasty, flamey Perfecto. There's no escape, and Magisk does well to find himself the double. dupreeh does the same. Astralis with a very, very proactive pistol. You can see, Chad, the way that that pistol shaped up, NaVi were expecting or leaning 3 players towards the B side and mid side.
Yeah, and that short setup that they had, if they were able to pick up the kills, they would have had a completely different round. But when you're the CTs and you get run down by the Glocks, you can see in the limbo position that they were caught in as they drop off of the bridge. What do? Do we hide CT? Do we give up A? Do we try and drop back towards the site, use the USPs for range? Well, either way, it didn't matter, and the force buy has come on through.
That's a good chance for Device. He expected to track it. Electronic just standing still in the flash, and Device working with 3 HP. Simple, what are you up to? He's right behind them. He might catch Magisk here.
Very curious position, isn't it? Oh, say goodnight. Device and Magisk in combination find Simple and Boomich. And the last 3 were the ones who were stacked towards Long. Magisk does have to face the music. Perfecto's there.
Oh my goodness, Flamey!
Oh.
That's nuts. Yeah,
They should go for this now. I know that they're low.
I mean, Chad, that's a bit ambitious, isn't it?
The bomb just went down. I thought that they might want to try and get involved.
Look at their HP.
I know it's low.
He's a dreamer.
But, okay, look. If we're going to consider what they'll be carrying through to the next round, and before I get there, Astralis on Dust2, they played it 5 times within ESL Pro League. They have 100% round 2 conversion. So it's going to stay. That's why I kind of wanted NaVi to go for it, to spoil that number. No, they'll be holding on to 2 Galils and a Scout. There'll be pistols that can get dropped across as well. A Deagle and P250s in play right here. So the buy for NaVi going into the next round, it's still going to be extremely dangerous for Astralis to deal with. And then by only having 2 players
survive, second shot, yo. I reckon this was nuts.
Yeah.
Launched him.
Okay, yep. He only had 2 bullets in the chamber. Knocks the head off in that tiny pixel gap.
NaVi don't have a single round 2 force buy win on their 4 maps of Dust2 played so far. So that one's going to stay at 0 as well. Stat line is not being broken right now. As that purchase that we can see.
I don't hate the CT eco here. Look at that.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty looking. Those Galils have armor behind them as well. And Electronic with the CZ75. So
if they kill 3, I mean, the magic number Chad keeps telling us, right? If they kill 3, never mind win the round, this could be a real heartbreaker for Astralis. They have to be careful here. Tread lightly. Conviction required. Dribble smoke deployed.
Perfecto even has a molly and a flash to work with. So that Molotov comes on out. It's going to hold them at bay behind that for roughly 7 seconds.
They've got no info long here as well, Chad. Like, they're playing such a passive hold that whatever Astralis choose to do, there will not be a full stack of CT goodness.
So they've milked out a bit of utility so far, as Astralis are now working with 2 smokes, a bunch of flashes. Another Molotov goes on out, taking cat control now.
Is Boomich going to die? I think was the sentence I wanted to say, apparently, but Perfecto did trade it back in as well. So at least it's no harm, kind of no foul.
So Simple over towards the ramp is actually dangerous with that scout. Look at all this damage on Glaive as well. He's in trouble.
Here we go. This was an eco. They didn't really invest around the saved rifles. Electronic CZ doesn't connect. Simple scout does. He gets the second. Follows up. Device on 10 HP. Flamey has a good shot here. Alongside, but the one way. Glaive uses the gap to perfection. And from perfection to perfecto, he's out of there. Galil and Kevlar Vest looking good. He is perhaps flirting with a short aggress, but it does seem like he's more in the vein of exit frags. Has the Molotov, that's tempting.
You should go for this. Just put as much pressure on as you possibly can. He's been heard, so Device is going to flank through.
Glaive's going to burn if he doesn't move. Okay, now it gets awkward. Perfecto is being flanked by the 10 HP Device, and unless he's doing... Oh, procedural. Yikes, that could have been it. That could have been an AK saved. Device quick, though. Taking some risks in 10 HP, it is level. And it's a really interesting analogy that I think actually carries over to Counter-Strike comfortably.
Oh, well, they've missed a smoke off the bat here, so only one player over towards the B side will be called out.
Long? Okay, well, they're still going for this. I mean, there has been a late cross coming through.
Tagged as well.
But look at Electronic. He's getting curious. He wants to find out more, and he's found Glaive. Now, what he does with this, he can't really do much more. Position now noted. Maybe feeling that flex towards long could have come through, but you're going to have Simple posted up to join him.
I always feel so awkward when you don't get that initial bounce off the head. Simple, it happens to the best of us, clearly.
Okay, so Device has been given back the AWP now. Still going with the 4 over towards long. Glaive.
Can I say they're doing the NaVi to NaVi?
Yeah, you definitely can, as an Xbox smoke comes on now. And now with 2 smokes remaining and 3 Molotovs, make that 2 Molotovs, the approach of Astralis is clear. Have Device as the overseer, have the remainder of the riflers walk up along the long wall, drop your smokes, and go. It all comes down to the A-side attack, and NaVi, they're rotating on over Flamey now, so they might have 4 over towards this side of things.
I wonder if NaVi know how to counter the NaVi strat. Let's see. Boomich has got something in store for us. What are you up to? A smoke to play around on short. Simple using it, and it does connect the first. There's more on that ramp. He's patrolling. Eye press to the scope and not going to pull the trigger on another Astralis member. He's somehow alive, using that smoke to great success. Boomich, you can thank him for that. It's a 4-on-5.
Smoke's clearing.
There's no util on the T side. Once this all dissipates, they're going to be just
a trap.
Clean areas. Oh. Flamey to shut everything down. Flamey, Simple, Electronic, quick succession was handling.
And on top of that, the Molotov onto the side.
Right now, as they're just down to the pistols. Astatag has the Deagle in play. The rest of them are just rocking the Glocks. So unless something crazy happens right now, NaVi should be posting 11 rounds on the board.
Have you ever successfully run around with your Glock out?
No. Usually the police get involved and they don't like open gun licenses.
Those open gun laws, really quite tight. And unfortunately for NaVi, or rather Astralis,
this is a Rush special, isn't it? We better give him one.
Oh, you're right. Rush has been begging for these rounds.
He has been in the air a lot.
He got so mad. He was actually really angry when the ecos weren't his. So, Rush, this is over to you.
Grand finals time. Another grand final cast for me. Very big days. I like it a lot. They're all gathering up on short here. I mean, there's no big HEs on the A side, but if they had one, Dupree surely would go down to it. I don't think they're going to get much out of this round. Simple and Electronic, the dastardly duo. And the smoke just coming in just at the right time. Yeah, they're gonna think about this. Do they want to go through it? If they're gonna go through it, they got one man to get through though, and that's Electronic. They're gonna try and run boost over his head probably, which may lead to an actual kill. Oh, it's chaos. But now it's simple. He's going to wrap them all up here. Low HP. He's getting tickled down though. They do have the recovered weapon. This is getting dicey now with a Glock no less device. Not the man you want to have the AVP, that is for sure. If anything's going to happen this round, it's going to be from him. But now he's left in a 1v3, misses the jump shot. Posturing around the box, looking for more. This could be a huge clutch for Perfecto with the save in the end.
I'm just glad he didn't clutch it. Really.
Yeah, I know, right? Thank the Lord.
Oh, I can just imagine the Reddit comments. Oh, once again, commentators not taking it seriously.
Oh dear.
It's 9-11.
4 Glocks and a Deagle, and it gets a little bit dicey.
No, but look how the run boost actually leading to a frag.
Brilliant.
Just as Rush predicted, he's bang on. Forcing the acknowledgement of the jump boost, moves his crosshair well away from that close pack. But we're ready and waiting and raring to go into the full buy now. It's time to see if Astralis want to hang with NaVi on their map pick.
Yeah, this has been 2 back now for NaVi. They've stabilized after the pistol. This is where it really gets to the kind of grittier end of things. And again, I feel like if we get to 12, it starts that momentum, and obviously the bank starts to settle in. But the double orbs out, Flamey and Simple, leaning into them.
All right, Electronic with a big chunk of information there, seeing nobody's taken Cat just yet. But on the other side, on the Xbox, is Magus. Dupree's about to join him. The double peek on up. And this is territory that the CTs and the NaVi side are backing on out of. Smoke drops on down. That'll buy them until roughly 50 seconds. And Astralis, they're happy to pause. They're happy to wait. Esatag watching long towards lower dark. Glaive dealing with the tunnels push. And the other 3 over towards middle. This is your key pack. Now the utility, we're dealing with 4 smokes, a Molotov, and a bunch of flashes. Set piece over towards the A site is possible. But if they go away, they will have to deal with Electronic on the ramp and Simple in swing coming through from this car position.
Electronic does still have a smoke to put into play as well, so time could be bought with that, but it is the only one for the CT. So once this invested, that's it. It's down to the flashes and a nade that Simple currently retains. It looks like that intention towards short has been dissuaded so far. Mid to B smoke goes in, and we're going to be looking towards that B site. Perfecto, I believe, is over there as well, joined, of course, by Flamey. So these two are going to have to prepare themselves, because, yeah, they've seen it all, and the eyes get absolutely faded to black as Glaive swings past, but Simple finds a heal, a pixel out of place. But now Perfecto just needs to try and buy time. He does that. That's bomb loose, 9 seconds. The clock is ticking. Glaive, I don't know if he can do this.
No, no time. They've done it. That frag from Simple, Perfecto, holding his nerve. The fact that Flamey got hit by that drive-by, I thought that was a B plant. Not to be. Not today. And again. So Glaive was the danger man, but it was Perfecto that saves the day. He catches Dupree on tunnels, and then they just shout time in the same way we did. Catching Esatag, that was the bomb. You could see the way it dropped over the lip.
Yeah.
That extra step of movement, losing them around.
Brutal.
Astralis now using their 3rd timeout for map number 1 here.
Might keep in mind, but because that was his playground, it looked like, during that kind of like early phase for him coming into at least, you know, the regular season play, but a little slow off the starting blocks for him.
Warp for Device, AK for Magisk, and then you've just got the smattering of pistols. This is that long corner smoke. Looks like Magisk is going out with the AK. Here we go, Perfecto. A big task, and he's caught immediately, pantsed by Magisk. And it seems that to avoid the similar fate, Boomich is going to back away, concede long.
Look at this. We already have Electronic in lower dark. He's just cleared up the tunnels, so they know that this side of the map is not under danger. They can actually hedge their bets right now and rotate heavily over towards the A side of things.
Surely they don't want to all be on the ramp. Surely you want some presence on the site. Simple's going to be begging for a boost. Or does he stick around and take this lower fight? They are walking up now. Oh my God, NaVi is sticking around. Nope, up he goes.
There we go. That fell a little too close for comfort, didn't it? But the cross... Oh! Simple! How quick are you? Didn't even see him, but feels the game, knows the timing. And now the bomb has to go down if maybe Astralis want to tip the scales.
Oh, he saw Device running back. Does he want the run boost?
Run
Flash run boost? I'm going to... Oh, okay. Okay. Kind of glad he didn't. I was about to say something that would have got me fired. Flamey. Boomich. Giving it a good go. The flashes are good, so are the frags. Astralis, they're in the hurt locker, and it's all blue on brown. Just like that, a flurry of 4, and NaVi seal the deal. 13 for the CIS power.
Ring true. But look at that.
Nonsense.
Glaive just getting absolutely destroyed, and then through the smokes, NaVi just...
If he flashed, by the way, as he was run boosted off his head and then hit anything,
Imagine.
I'm not responsible for the words that come out of my mouth.
I was ready. I was ready to talk over you or just be like, all right, Alex is gone for the rest of the day, but it's all worth it.
Okay, so just down to the pistols again. It was $2,900 loss bonus for Astralis with the plant, which means they've just opted to go for a partial investment.
Well, Device is dead.
That was back a cat.
They're going B, all in. Flamey's flash. He's holding down Mouse1. He does get the one. Simple on for an ace. He's already hit all three. Magisk, he's about to get flanked as well. This round is done, and the Electronic seals it with a knife.
Oh dear, and do you know what I love just seeing NaVi in the player cams then being pumped up. This doesn't feel like an online game. This feels like they're actually in this. This is, you know, a big one for them, and that changes the beast of NaVi.
Hello. Bye.
Let's consider that for a second, though. The start of the year, when the global pandemic kicked on off, this was this is a matter of time. You know, we'll get back to normality sometime soon. Now, we are so far down the line, the online Counter-Strike, it's the only Counter-Strike. You may as well embrace all of these moments for what they're worth. And Astralis, not wanting to give up on map number 1 here, will be taking their last time out of the map Dust2. This was NaVi's pick. We have Nuke coming up next. Remember that NaVi do have that one map advantage and it's coming through the upper bracket here, so they only need to win 2. If they win Dust2 and close off on Nuke, it'll be a quick series here today, and they'll be taking ESL Pro League European champions for season 12. If Astralis come through and are able to win this, they'll actually go and have won 3 titles for ESL Pro League. The 2 previous ones that they were involved in, they did win, and they would be the team with the most titles.
Device has a long spawn here. Don't know if he's going to take it. Not interested. It wasn't the fastest. ENCE certainly had a better one, so maybe he's just going to flash him in. I wonder if that long battle, okay, they've sent Simple this time to try and contain it. The timings and the flashes do get ENCE out. Molly to fight at Simple, catching Device back-to-back rounds. The Danish Orpa's having a bit of a nightmare in the closing stages of map 1.
Simple, so versatile. He's already away. He's looking for new spots. He's helping Boomich.
Flash will catch him.
I'll be there. There it is, barely. He's out of that quite quickly, able to readjust. Does at least note new position. Glaive, hyper-focused on this. They have to clear Boomich if they do want pressure towards A. But for now, I'm still looking across the board for the rest of the Astralis side as to what they're trying to achieve.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think this is going to come down to a hero play. I think dupree's got it in him. We have him as one of our ones to watch. He's already 17 frags to the good. He's one at the top of the scoreboards. Magisk has beheaded Electronic. That was the push on short. And if Flamey gets caught in transition, that's magnificent stuff.
Understanding that pressure would swing right back towards NaVi, wanted to regain some of that mid-territory. Already Simple's on the case. He's made it through on short, but Mages just cracks open B. This is now open and available for business, but the bomb, you're right, it's with Glaive. And with 40 seconds, Boomich knows that something's wrong with this, and now they're running. Quick, they have to get out of there. Boomich has now lost the timing where he could have capitalized potentially on that, but looks like,
that's
where
so
are they
mean.
going?
I thought they were going to run all the way back to A.
So the money right now is not fantastic for NaVi. Electronic and Simple are dealing with a truckload. Perfecto will have enough to buy as well. Flamey down the bottom of the barrel, and Boomich, if he holds onto this AK, that means he won't need to be requiring too much of a drop. If he can go and try and scavenge Simple's AWP that is dropped, I believe, over towards short. Right now, dupree's actually sitting on it. It's in his hands, so it won't be so easy for Boomich to get that one back. But just holding on to their guns right now, or their gun on the side of NaVi, because they only need 2 more rounds. Astralis will finally get up to the double digits just to greet NaVi, who have been there for some time. Having a look at the opening kills so far, Astralis are up 12-8. And Astralis are even topping in terms of the multi-kill rounds at the moment. And there was a lot of there's a lot of saves in that first half.
Touché.
So this is going to put an end to the spree of the 5 in a row, which NaVi have just posted. And the drought now will come to an end for Astralis on their T-side gun rounds.
I have to say, Astralis Counter-Strike, you know, the Twitter account put out a very well-crafted tweet of, it's Batman, we kill the Simple.
It's Batman?
We kill the Simple.
We kill the Simple. Ah, I see what they did.
Yeah, it's quite good. I was like, you know what? That's not bad.
It's Batman. We kill the Simple. Okay, it took me a while. Well played, Astralis.
It's a slow grow up.
Yep.
But we're back on the big buys. This is where, again, NaVi needs to close this out. You don't want to open up that opportunity. Device finds one. Electronic, though, shuts it down.
Just holding down Mouse1. There you go. That's one way to get the 15th on the board, is a double kill through the smoke. Device did well to find one as the flashes popped. But now looking like a bit of a pickup of the pace. Simple smoked off. Does he go ahead of this? He will.
Effecto's normally a B holder. That's why they're heading over here so quick.
Nade and spray. That's a nasty grave for Glaive. Smoke deployed. Magisk and Dupree just twiddling their thumbs, maybe whipping out a Rubik's Cube. You're locked in. There is a bit of a window through middle to short. They don't know that, though. Simple's got potential eyes on Xbox, but more passive for now. He's going to have a look. Timing favors him as well. Boomage closing this door behind them.
I don't think they're going to be aware. No, completely unawares. Boomage all the way around, gets everything they need, and gets them to 15, more importantly.
Guys, I just realized something. Yeah. Is your caster HUD as well, like, 2 rounds behind play?
No.
Just mine?
It would be very hard to be using it.
Yeah, mine's 2.
Hit F5, that usually fixes it.
Oh, well, so, because my opening frag stats were wrong, and they would still be wrong.
Oh. Well, I'm afraid I can't.
Can't help you there.
Sorry, everyone.
Bang.
Is this quick?
Not to be.
This is, you know, there's a reason they call it suicide, but Simple. It's going to be taken down very quickly. This is a big pace change.
Yeah, that's, I mean, Dupree just taking matters into his own hands. And if he finds Electronic, he had the chance. Oh, the box keeping him alive. Boomage pushed up, and ENCE greets him with a smile and a frag on the Galil. This is looking very good for Astralis. A lot of more advantages than they typically have, and Electronic losing his life to ENCE. That double kill could seal the deal. In fact, looks like Device has confirmed it.
I don't know if Flamey can get away here, but the best he can do is take this AWP out of the hands of Device and see if he can hold on to it himself. Device not wanting to give that away, will be tucking on in towards the short position. And now it's only a matter of time. Can Flamey hold on to this? Can he do any damage to Astralis? So Glaive, he'll be the first one up to the test. It all comes down to timing on this as he's walking on past. Flamey will check. The Glaive goes down, position noted. Device was on short. He's now gone back towards the A side of things, staying in limbo. Oh, get the AWPs away. Make sure Simple can't have one of those for free. Keep moving them. You don't want the bomb to be blowing that back over within the realms of Flamey's little mitts. Bomb goes off. Has a little look. No AWP near him, and he'll just hold on to that AK-47. So money right now. Simple can be dropped an AWP from Electronic. There you go. As if it's scripted. And Electronic will be able to get dropped a rifle from Simple. Boomage can buy himself. Flamey can drop a rifle as well. And that's the buy. Now, I'm putting pressure on because taking these rifles away will mean a lot for Astralis going into the next round. Glaive could even do a pop flash through the doors. Look how much utility.
They're on 1900 loss bonus, Chad. They get peanuts if they lose these weapons.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that Astralis will be noting right now as they continue to apply pressure. Nades now over towards the site. Process of elimination. They're getting ready to biff and brawl. Smoke coming on out. They're going to use that as a doorway. And, well, they're going to get taken down. I don't think they want to invest too much more here, Astralis, into these rounds because... Never mind, there's enough money on Glaive and Mega. So they could have thrown more bodies at that if they did the roster a little bit more so, but he doesn't come with an element of star power, and I don't think that's necessary when you have Simple and Electronic.
Oh, make no mistake, that was not an insult. It's doing a lot with a little is what I consider to be the Sanji role. He's often, when paired with Jame, having to drop weapons for him, and so similar role for Perfecto. Deagle twice in a row. 3 rifles in play. Boomage has the pop flash for Simple. He wants to try and rock the odds right from the start. Interesting, opting for the smoke first and peeking just as it blooms. Oh, find anything, just the duck from Dupree.
Well, they do have the kits on Electronic and Boomage here, so if NaVi can find some early frags and then they find themselves in a 2v or a 3v3 post plant later, they might even go for it in round 28. As you mentioned, it was 1900 loss bonus coming through. That's 2400 in the next round. Might have to save again if they lose early territory. Nade towards short, a little bit of damage done onto Magisk. Astralis continue forward.
I liked the variety of what we were seeing from Simple. He's kind of trying to keep presence everywhere he can with that rifle, but now just kind of posted towards CT. The T's are really taking this quite slow. And Simple is leaning back towards A. They've posted 2 towards long. Here comes the flash towards middle. Still, just Glaive playing a little ahead. Quick smoke on it, flashes to follow, and it's going to be Simple who's right there, but he's blind.
So was Glaive, no one has any info, and now as the smoke, or rather the flash fades, Simple does snuff out Glaive. advantage, but the site is Astralis's. Electronic, he sees the shadow. Smoke deployed for him to play around. There's so many players
They're not
there.
ready.
I think he's got the element of surprise here. Device wasn't ready. He can knock ENCE off the plant. A double, a triple. Electronic wins the round, wins the map. A 2-0 lead in the series here in the grand finals. Electronic making a statement right at the end.